our lifestyles. In our modern sedentary lifestyles, we often tighten the muscles on the front of the body, like the chest, abdomen, and hip flexors, while also weakening the muscles on the back, such as the back of the neck, upper back, lower back, glutes, and hamstrings. This creates an imbalance between the front and the back of the body. The posterior chain refers to the structures on the back of the body that work together to facilitate movement, stability, and better posture. It's very important for us to strengthen the posterior chain, all those muscles individually and working together to maintain better alignment, avoid pain, and facilitate better posture. And this is the focus of our full yoga practice today. We begin by warming up the body, especially the back and joints, which can become stiff from prolonged sitting. Next, we increase circulation and strengthen the lower body, with particular emphasis on the back, glutes, and hamstrings. We also target the superficial back line, a fascial pathway running along the back of the body. Throughout the practice, we emphasize exhalation to calm the nervous system and help your muscles release and unwind. Strengthening the posterior structures of the back is essential for maintaining healthy spine, supporting optimal movement, avoiding pain, and achieving good posture. For this yoga practice, you will need a yoga block, although it's not strictly necessary. And if you choose not to do deep forward bends today, you might need a sturdy chair to support yourself in a standing forward bend and pyramid pose. I'm Olga Cable, yoga teacher and yoga therapist. Let's begin. We'll begin this practice in a standing position. So stand tall with your feet about hip distance apart, arms by your sides. Keep your eyes open, or you can close them, whatever feels more comfortable to you right now. And then bring your attention to your breath. Take your time to inhale, inflating your chest, flaring out the bottom of your rib cage, and then expanding your belly. And take your time to exhale, deflating your belly and deflating your chest. Continue to breathe like that. As you inhale, expand your chest, flare out the bottom portion of your rib cage, and expand your belly. And as you exhale, slowly deflate your belly, deflate your chest. Make sure that you finish exhaling fully, and then begin to inhale. Take a couple more breaths like that. Gradually deepening your inhalation and lengthening your exhalation. Make sure that you finish exhaling fully before you begin your next inhalation. And after you finish your current breath cycle, go ahead and open your eyes if they were closed. And then next time when you inhale, sweep your arms out and up, reach up high. And as you exhale, sweep your arms out and down. Relax your chin down. Continue to move like that with your breath. On the inhale, sweep your arms up, expanding your chest, flaring out the rib cage, expanding your belly. And as you exhale, bring your arms out and down as you deflate your belly and deflate your chest. Do this one more time on your own, please. Steady, consistent breathing pace. And after you finish with your current cycle, take a look at your feet again. Make sure that your feet are about hip distance apart, toes pointing forward. With the next inhalation, sweep your arms forward and up, and with that, lift your chest away from the navel a bit. Look up. And with the next exhalation, gradually contract your abdomen and come into the squatting position, carrying your arms forward, down, and slightly back. And tuck your chin in a bit. On the inhale, again, press your feet down and stand up. Stretch through the front of the body, lift your chin up, lift your chest. And with the exhalation, hug your waist in. As you bend your knees, hinge at your hips, and carry your arms forward, down, and back. Tuck your chin in, but don't round your upper back. Continue to move like that. On the inhale, press down with your feet, stand up, raise your arms, stretch through the front of the body. And as you exhale, move down into the squatting position again, hugging your waist in from the front, sides, and back. Do this one more time. Keeping your legs strong, moving with your breath. Next time when you move into the squatting position, stay here. Keep your knees bent, and on the inhale, raise your arms forward and up, lifting your chest away from your navel and lifting the chin up a bit. And with the exhalation, carry your arms forward, down, and slightly back. Tuck the chin in and hug your waist in. Continue to move your arms like that while staying in the squatting position, raising your arms forward and up, stretching through the front of the body, lifting the chin a bit. And as you exhale, sweep your arms forward, down, and back, tucking the chin in. Continue to move like that with your breath, and make sure to maintain abdominal support throughout this movement. And with the next inhalation, when you raise your arms up, stay here. As you exhale, hug your waist in from the front, sides, and back. As you inhale, lift your chest away from the navel. Lengthen all along your spine. As you exhale, again, hug your waist in. Stay firm on both feet. Make sure that the weight is evenly distributed. And as you inhale, lengthen through the front of the body again. Take another breath or two like that. Be sure to finish your exhalation every time. And with the next inhalation, stand up, reach up high, stretch. And as you exhale, bring your arms down. Make sure that your feet are still about hip distance apart. Then focus your eyes on something specific in front of you. And with the next inhalation, lift up on the balls of the feet, raising your arms forward and up. Stay up. As you exhale, bring your heels about halfway down as you turn your upper body to your right, moving your arms out to the sides and looking back. On the inhale, turn forward, raise your arms back up. And as you exhale, bring your arms forward and down and bring your heels down to the floor. Continue to move like that. On the inhale, lift up on the balls of the feet as you sweep your arms forward and up, reach up high. As you exhale, turn to your left, bring your arms out into T shape, looking back, and lower your heels down just a bit. On the inhale, lift up on the balls of the feet again as you turn forward, arms up. And as you exhale, come on down, lowering your arms and bringing your heels to the ground. Continue to move like that with your breath. Take your time to inhale. Take your time to exhale. Be sure to create abdominal support with every exhalation by hugging your waist in from the front, sides, and back. And make sure that you finish every exhalation fully before you begin to inhale. And after you finish with your current cycle, go ahead and move your feet a bit wider apart. And for now, keep the toes of both feet facing forward. Place your hands on your hips and relax your shoulders. With the next exhalation, bend your right knee a bit, shifting the weight towards your right foot, but keeping your left leg straight, and look at your left foot. And on the inhale, return back to the center. As you exhale, bend your left knee while pressing your right foot firmly into the ground and look at it. And on the inhale, return back to the center. Continue to move like that from side to side. Only go as deep as your knee allows. And after you do an even number on both sides, go ahead and turn your feet out a bit more, maybe an extra 45 degrees or so. Stay in that position, and with the next exhalation, once again, bend your right knee. Now your knee will be pointing a little bit further out, but still keep your left leg straight. And then return back to the center. Do the same on the other side, bending your left knee, pressing your right foot into the ground and looking at your right foot, and then return back to the center. Continue to move like that from side to side. Keep the movement smooth and flowing. It doesn't matter how deep you go into the pose, but rather how smooth you move from side to side, from position to position. Notice where in your body you feel muscles working and where you feel muscles stretching, and how your joints feel, your hips, your knees, your ankles. And after you do an even number on both sides, return back to the center and turn your toes even further out, only as far out as you can, comfortably, making sure that you're still stable in this position. And with the next inhalation, sweep your arms out and up, reach up high. And as you exhale, bend both knees, coming into the squatting position, pulling your knees apart and lowering your arms down. Touch your fingertips of both hands together. On the inhale, extend your legs, stand up and sweep your arms out and up, reach up high. And with the exhalation, again bend both knees, pull them apart, and hinge slightly forward at your hips and touch the fingertips of your hands. Continue to move like that, up and down with your breath. Take your time to inhale. Take your time to exhale and make sure that you finish your exhalation before you begin your next inhale. You might even want to pause for a moment at the end of the exhalation, just to punctuate it. And after you finish with your current repetition, go ahead and stand up. Grab a block if you are using a block. You don't have to. And then once again, keep your feet wide apart and turn your feet so that they're about 45 degrees out. So pointing slightly out. Hold onto the block with both hands so that the smallest side of the block is pointing down at the floor. And make sure that you relax your shoulders. With the next inhalation, keep your arms straight and raise your arms forward and up, lifting the chest away from the navel, still holding onto the block. And with the exhalation, move your arms forward and down. And as you do, bend your knees, both equally squatting down, and see if you can touch the edge, one side of the block to the floor, or not. With the inhalation, press down with your feet firmly, propel yourself up into standing, carrying your arms forward and up, reach up high. And with the exhalation, again, carry your arms forward and down as you bend your knees, pull them apart, and touch the edge of the block to the floor. Tuck your chin in. Continue to move like that, up and down with your breath. On the way down, make sure that you do not round your upper back. You can hinge forward at the hips slightly, but still make sure that you don't lean forward too much. We want the upper body to remain upright. Continue to move like that, making your legs strong so that they can push you up from the squatting position. Continue to breathe steadily. Here too, make sure that you finish exhaling when you touch the edge of the block to the floor before you move up on your inhalation. Next time when you inhale and stand up, reach up high, stretch. And as you exhale, bring your arms down and put the block away. Now stand on your mat and step your right foot forward and your left foot back. Make sure that your hips are facing forward and the toes of both feet are pointing forward as well. So we will break this movement down into two parts. We will practice the arm movement first and then the leg movement, and then we will put them together. So stand up tall with your arms by your sides, and then next time when you inhale, lift your chest forward and up and carry your arms back, keeping them straight, while pointing your fingertips forward at the same time. With the next exhalation, pull your belly button in, carry your arms forward, rounding your upper back a bit, tucking your chin in, and then pointing the fingertips down toward the ground while keeping your arms straight. On the inhale again, carry your arms down and back, keeping them straight. Fingertips are now pointing forward. Lift your chest and lift your chin. And with the exhalation again, slide your arms forward. As you tuck your chin in, round your upper back and point your fingertips at the ground. So we're changing the position in the wrists as well. So do this movement a couple more times on your own, moving with your breath, stretching through the front of the body as you inhale, lifting your chest away from the navel, and stretching through the back of your body, upper middle back, the back of the neck as you exhale. Try to keep this movement very smooth, flowing. Make sure that you move with your breath. And after you finish with your current cycle, let's practice the leg movement now. So just keep your arms by your sides for now. Don't do anything with your arms. With the next inhalation, bend your front knee and lift your chest, coming into like a lunge position. And with the next exhalation, shift the weight of the body towards your back foot. Bend your back knee, kind of so you're almost sitting on your back leg while extending your right leg in front of you. Still foot on the ground. And let's do that again. On the inhale now, shift the weight more toward the front foot, bending your front knee and extending your back leg. Lift your chest. And as you exhale, shift the weight towards your back foot. Bend your back knee slightly as it's comfortable while extending your front leg. Do this movement back and forth one more time. Shifting the weight forward towards your front leg, bending the knee. And on the exhale, shifting the weight back towards your back foot, bending your back knee this time, extending your front leg. And then return back to the center. So now we will place these two together, the arms and the legs. And once again, let's make sure that we move very smoothly in a flowing motion while staying connected to the breath. So as you inhale, bend your front knee, lift your chest forward and up, and move your arms slightly back, fingertips pointing forward, lift your chin up. With the exhalation, shift the weight of the body towards your back foot, bend the knee a bit, extend your front leg as you carry your arms forward, tuck the chin in around your upper back a bit, fingertips are pointing down. And again on the inhale, shift the weight towards your front leg, bend your front knee, and carry your arms down and back, fingertips pointing forward, chin up. And as you exhale, shift the weight towards your back foot, bend your back knee a bit, extending your front leg, round your upper back, arms forward, tuck your chin in, fingertips pointing down. Continue to move like that on your own with your breath. Stretching through the front of the body as you inhale, widening your collarbones. And as you exhale, shifting the weight towards your back foot and rounding your upper back only. Don't lean forward. Just round your upper back a bit and tuck the chin in. Keep your joints very springy. Keep the movement soft and consistent. Continue to move with your breath. And make sure that you finish your exhalation before you begin to inhale. And when you finish with your current breath cycle, return back to the center. And we will switch sides. So this time, step your left foot forward and your right foot back. Once again, make sure that your hips are facing forward and the toes of both feet are pointing forward as well. Same thing we'll practice with the arms first, then the legs, and then we'll put the two together. So next time when you inhale, lift your chest and carry your arms back, keeping them straight. Fingertips are pointing forward, chin up. And as you exhale, move your arms forward, round your upper back, tuck your chin in. Fingertips are pointing down at the ground. And let's move between the two. On the inhale, lift the chest, stretch through the front of the body, arms straight, pull them back a bit. And with the exhalation, slide your arms forward, round your upper back, tuck the chin in, fingertips pointing down. Do this one more time on your own. Nice, steady breathing. Very smooth movement. With the next inhalation, return back to the center. Exhale here. With the next inhalation, bend your front knee and lift your chest forward and up. And with the exhalation, shift the weight toward your back foot, bending your back knee, extending your front leg. Kind of test it out, see how much you can bend your knee here while supporting your weight. And again, on the inhale, bend your left knee. As you move forward, lift your chest forward, back leg is straight. And as you exhale, shift the weight towards your back leg, bending the knee and extending your front leg. Do this movement one more time on your own, please. Practice this shifting of the weight from front to back and back to front. And then next time we'll add the arms. So next time when you bend your front knee, go ahead and carry your arms back. Lift the chest, lift the chin, fingertips pointing forward. And with the exhalation, shift the weight towards your back foot, bend your back knee, and carry your arms forward, rounding your upper back, tucking the chin in, fingertips pointing down. Continue to move like that. On the inhale, bending your front knee, widening the chest, stretching through the front of the body. And with the exhalation, shifting the weight towards your back leg, bending your back knee, rounding your upper back a bit, tucking the chin in. Continue to move smoothly like that between those two positions. And again, it doesn't matter how deep you go into the pose. It's the smoothness with which you move that matters. Continue to breathe steadily. Make sure that you finish your exhalation before you inhale. And after you finish with your current breath cycle, return back to the center. Position your feet so that they're hip distance apart, toes pointing forward. With the next inhalation, sweep your arms out and up, reach up high. And as you exhale, bend your knees generously as you bend forward and place your chest over your thighs, hands on your ankles. On the inhale, extend your legs a bit and flatten your back. And with the exhalation, generously bend your knees again and drape your chest over your thighs, relaxing your neck. Continue to move like that. Every time you inhale, extend your legs, lengthen your spine. And then every time you exhale, pull your chest toward your thighs and relax your neck. Continue to move like that with your breath, holding onto your ankles or your shins, whatever feels best to you. And then next time when you extend your legs and lift your chest, stay here. With the next exhalation, try to pull your chest in the direction of your thighs while keeping your legs fairly straight. And continue to breathe like that. With every exhalation, try to bring yourself a little bit closer toward your legs. You can keep the knees slightly bent, but still try to keep your legs as extended as possible for you today. If this kind of deep forward bend doesn't work for you today, feel free to place your hands on the back of the chair and instead stretch all along your spine and through the backs of your legs with your hands on the chair. Take several breaths like that. Every time you inhale, lengthen your spine from the tailbone to the top of the head. And every time you exhale, try to move yourself a little bit closer toward your legs, very gently. And with the next exhalation, press your feet firmly into the ground. Soften your knees a bit, and on the inhale, lead with your chest, bring your arms out to the sides and coming up into standing. On the exhale, bring your arms down. We'll move on with some deep lunges. So if you feel like you need some extra support, you can hold on to a chair or a wall. So go ahead and step your right foot forward. Once again, make sure that your hips are facing forward. Place your hands on your hips unless you need to hold on to something. And then whenever you feel ready, with the next exhalation, bend your right knee and at the same time bend your left knee so your back heel lifts off the ground and your left knee moves down toward the floor, but you don't need to reach the floor. With the inhalation, stand up, extending both legs. And with the exhalation, again, slowly bend your front knee and bend your back knee as well, lowering your left knee toward the ground without reaching the ground. And on the inhale, again, slowly stand up, keeping your legs strong and active. Continue to move like that, lowering yourself down with control. Make sure that your legs don't wobble. Continue to move down and up in controlled fashion with your breath. And the next time when you stand up, stay up. Widen your stance a little bit while still keeping your right foot forward. And with the next inhalation, bend your front knee and raise both arms forward and up, lift your back heel off the ground and stay here in the crescent lunge position. Continue to breathe here. Every time you inhale, lift your chest away from the navel, flare out the bottom part of the rib cage, but don't expand your belly. And as you exhale, re-engage your abdomen, hugging your waist in from front, sides, and back, and then deflate your chest. Continue to breathe steadily here, maintaining the pose. Make sure that your knee stays directly over, your right knee over the right ankle. Back leg is straight, and hips are facing forward. Continue to breathe like that with every inhalation, lifting your rib cage a bit further away from your pelvis, just slightly. And every time you exhale, hug your waist in from the front, sides, and back, creating support. Make sure that both legs stay active, engaged. Keep your breathing deep. And make sure you finish your exhalation fully before you begin to inhale. With the next exhalation, extend your front leg, lower your arms. Place both hands on your right thigh. Take a deep breath here, and with the next exhalation, slowly slide your hands down along your legs as you bend forward. Take your hands as far down as it's comfortable. You can keep them on your shin, ankle, or touch your hands to the floor. Support yourself like that, whatever feels best to you. Feel free to bend your right knee a little bit, if necessary, and relax your neck completely. If this position feels like too much, you can always elevate your hands and place them on the seat of the chair or couch, whatever works best for you. Continue to breathe in this pose, keeping your breathing deep. Try to stretch through the back of your body every time you inhale, widening your back and lengthening all along your spine as well. And every time you exhale, pull your belly button in toward your spine. I'm gonna help yourself bring your upper body a little bit closer toward your leg. You don't need to push or force anything. Try to drape your upper body along your extended leg. Continue to breathe like that, creating a little bit more length and width all through your back. Keep your neck relaxed. And with every exhalation, moving your upper body a little bit closer toward your leg if possible. Deep, steady breathing. And whenever you finish with your current cycle, press your feet firmly into the ground. Bring your arms out to the sides. Lead with the chest. Come on up into standing. Reach up high, stretch. And on the exhale, bring your arms down. And move your feet so that they're about hip distance apart. Shift the weight from side to side. And then we'll take it to the other side. So step your left foot forward and your right foot back. Again, if you need to hold on to something for stability, feel free to do so. For now, place your hands on your hips. Take a deep breath. And with the next exhalation, bend your front knee and bend your back knee, lowering your right knee in the direction of the ground without touching it. And on the inhale, stand back up. Continue to move like that. On the exhale, bend both knees. And on the inhale, stand back up. Continue to move like that with your breath. And of course, only bend your knees as far as it's comfortable. Stay firm on your legs. Don't allow yourself to wobble. Make sure to hug your waist in with every exhalation to create abdominal support. And then next time when you stand up, stay here. Widen your stance a little bit. And with the next inhalation, bend your front knee. Raise your arms forward and up. Lift your back heel. And stay here in the crescent lunge position. Once again, make sure that your knee doesn't go past the toes. We want to keep the knee aligned over the ankle. Stretch through the front of the body. Lift the chest away from the navel. Every time you exhale, hug your waist in from the front, sides, and back to create support, stability in the center. Every time you inhale, try to lengthen through your upper body and your back leg. And every time you exhale, create abdominal support by hugging your waist in from the front, sides, and back. Continue to breathe like that. Make sure to expand your chest and flare out the bottom portion of your rib cage as you inhale without expanding your belly. And as you exhale, re-engage your abdomen, creating stability. Take another breath or two here, stretching actively through the front of the body. You can lift the chin up a little bit. And with the next exhalation, slowly extend your front leg, come out of the pose. Place your hands on your front thigh. Take a deep breath here, and with the exhalation, slowly slide your hands down along your front leg as you bend down. Place your fingertips on the floor, or you can rest them on your shin, whatever works best for you. Relax your neck. Take several full deep breaths here. Feel free to bend your front knee a little bit if necessary. Relax your neck. You can always elevate your hands and place them on the chair or couch. Every time you inhale, try to lengthen and widen through the back of your body, upper, middle, back. Every time you exhale, pull your belly in and see if you can bring your chest a bit closer toward your thigh, or your belly toward your thigh. Continue to breathe steadily here with emphasis on your exhalation. Make sure that your exhalation is long and complete. Finish it every time before you inhale. Make sure your neck stays relaxed. And then from here, with the next exhalation, bend your front knee. And if it feels okay to you, go ahead and step your left foot back into downward facing dog. Or you can transition into downward facing dog any way you like. And stretch from your palms into your tailbone. As you inhale, carry your upper body forward into plank, aligning your shoulders over your wrists. And with the exhalation, again, return into downward facing dog and stretch from your palms into your tailbone. Relax your neck. Again, on the inhale, carry your upper body forward into plank. And as you exhale, return into downward facing dog. Stretching all along your spine and through the backs of your legs. Do this movement a couple more times, back and forth. And then next time when you inhale, return into the plank position, and then from here come down into your forearms, positioning your forearms so that they are parallel to each other. Align your shoulders over your elbows. Keep your head in line with the spine. And try to keep your whole body in one line, making sure not to lift your pelvis up or droop it down. Continue to breathe steadily here. With every exhalation, hug your waist in from the front, sides, and back. And every time you inhale, try to lengthen along your spine. Continue to breathe steadily here. Don't allow yourself to sag in your shoulders. Make sure that you don't feel any tension in your lower back. Support your lower back with abdominal contraction. And with the next exhalation, come on down onto your stomach. Place your hands on your lower back. Keep your feet about hip distance apart, forehead on the floor. With the next inhalation, lift your upper body up, at the same time raising your left leg and sweeping your right arm out and forward. And with the exhalation, bring your right cheek to the ground as you bring your leg down and place your right hand on your lower back. On the inhale, lift your upper body up and sweep your left arm out and forward, raising your right leg up. Head is in the center. And on the exhale, move down, left cheek to the ground, hand to your lower back, leg to the floor. Continue to move like that with the breath. On the inhale, lifting up, right arm, left leg, head is at the center. And on the exhale, bringing your right cheek to the ground. Continue to move like that, alternating sides, moving with your breath. Nice steady breathing pace. And after you do an even number on both sides, go ahead and extend both arms back. You can interlace your fingers behind your back, or you can just keep your palms facing each other, whatever works best. And with the next inhalation, lift your upper body and both legs up. Bring your legs together if it feels okay. Stay here in the pose. Every time you inhale, try to stretch through the front of the body. Keep your neck long. And every time you exhale, hug your waist in and anchor through your pelvis. Continue to breathe here. With every inhalation, stretching through the front of the body, widening your collarbones. And with every exhalation, grounding yourself through your hips. Continue to stretch back through your hands if it feels okay to you. And make sure that you don't tense your neck. Keep your head in line with the spine. And with the next exhalation, release. Slowly come down. And roll onto your back. Hug your knees to the chest. Place your hands on your knees and circle them away from each other a few times. Nice big circles. Then extend your arms along the body. Keep your knees bent. With the next inhalation, try to extend your legs up at the same time, bringing your arms up over your head. Keep the back of the neck long. Then with the exhalation, bend your knees and lower your arms. Continue to move like that. On the inhale, stretch up through your heels and bring your arms over your head. Keep the chin tucked in a bit. Then as you exhale, bend your knees and lower your arms. Continue to move like that with your breath. Every time you inhale, try to stretch away from your hips in both directions, up towards your heels, and up through the top of your head and your fingertips. And the next time when you bend your knees, you can either try to wrap 2 fingers, index and middle finger of each hand, around the corresponding big toes, or you can hold on to your feet or your ankles or even your knees, whatever works best for you. And with the next inhalation, go ahead and extend up through your heels while holding onto your feet or somewhere along the legs. Stay here, lengthen through the back of the neck. Continue to breathe steadily. Every time you inhale, try to stretch away from your tailbone, up toward the heels, and up toward the top of the head. And with the exhalation, hug your waist in from the front, sides, and back. Continue to breathe like that. Continue to lengthen in every direction with every inhalation. And then continue to breathe steadily and soften your knees a bit. Keep your lower back down in contact with the ground, and with the next exhalation, see if you can pull your legs, your thighs toward yourself a bit more. You can try wrapping your arms around your knees or your calves, or you can hold on to the backs of your ankles, whatever works best. Every time you exhale, try to pull your legs a little bit closer towards your chest and your belly without tensing your shoulders or your neck. So take a few more breaths here. With every exhalation, trying to fold a little bit more at your hips like jackknife. It is entirely up to you how much you fold in this position. But as you continue to breathe here, just notice the sensations on the back surface of your body, the backs of your legs, your lower back, middle back, upper back, the back of your neck. And with the next exhalation, release. Let go of your legs, bend your knees and place your feet on the ground. Keep your feet about hip distance apart or so. On the floor, bring your arms out to the sides, and with the next exhalation, lean both knees to your right as you turn your head to your left, and on the inhale, return back to the center. As you exhale, go ahead and lean your knees to your left this time and turn your head to your right, and on the inhale, return back to the center. Continue to move like that. With every exhalation, leaning both knees and your head into opposite directions, and returning to the center as you inhale. And after you do an even number on both sides, return back to the center. Roll onto your side and sit up on the floor. Keep your knees generously bent and feet on the floor. Keep your feet about hip distance apart or so. Roll your shoulders back and place your hands on the floor behind you, pretty close to your hips or even slightly behind your hips, with the fingertips pointing towards your heels. With the next inhalation, roll your shoulders back, press your feet down, and try to lift your hips, your pelvis up as high as it goes, while at the same time lifting your chin up a bit. And with the next exhalation, return to the starting position, sitting down on the ground. On the inhale, raise your arms up, lift the chest, and with the exhalation, drape your upper body over your thighs and place your hands on your ankles. On the inhale, reach forward, lead with the chest, and sit back up. And as you exhale, bring your arms down, place your hands on the floor behind your hips. Anchor through your feet and your hands, and on the inhale, lift your hips up, while at the same time lowering your head back just a tad so you could look up at the ceiling. And with the exhalation, sit back down. On the inhale, raise your arms up, lengthen. And with the exhalation, drape your chest over your thighs, relax your neck, hands on your ankles. On the inhale, reach forward, lead with the chest and sit back up. And as you exhale, lower your arms, place your hands behind your hips. Continue to move like that through this whole cycle with your breath. And then next time when you sit up, go ahead and extend your legs a little bit further forward, still keeping your knees slightly bent. On the inhale, lift your chest away from the navel, lengthen upwards. And with the exhalation, slowly bend forward, draping your chest, your belly over your thighs. Relax your neck and place your hands on your ankles. With the inhalation, lift your chest away from your thighs slightly and raise your right arm up by your right ear. And with the exhalation, drape back down, hands on your ankles. With the next inhalation, again, flatten your back a bit, lifting up slightly and raising your left arm by your ear. Head is in line with the spine. And with the exhalation, drape back down, relax your neck and shoulders. Continue to move like that, slight lift on the inhale, right arm by your ear, and then fold back down as you exhale. And same with your left arm. Do this one more time on each side with your breath. And then next time when you fall down, stay in that position. You can hold on to your toes, your feet, your ankles, or keep your hands somewhere on your shins. Bend your knees as much as you need to so that you could drape your belly over your thighs. Every time you inhale, lengthen your spine. And every time you exhale, pull your belly button in. And release, relax your upper body, draping it over your legs. Continue to breathe like that. Keep your upper body supported by your legs. And once you achieve that, you can try extending your legs a bit more, only if it feels appropriate. Keep your neck relaxed and breathe steadily. Make sure that you finish every exhalation before you begin to inhale. And if it feels okay to you, try to point your toes up toward the ceiling. Continue to stretch down through your heels. And then with the next inhalation, lead with the chest and sit up. From here, transition down to the ground, onto your back. Bend your knees. Keep your feet about hip distance apart, pretty close to your sit bones. Extend your arms along the body. With the next inhalation, slowly roll your hips up, pressing your feet firmly into the ground and sweeping your right arm forward and up over your head. With the next exhalation, roll down vertebra by vertebra as you bring your arm down, and at the same time turn your head away from the moving arm. With the next inhalation, again, slowly roll your hips up as you return your head to the center and sweep your left arm over your head, lengthen through the back of the neck. And with the exhalation, roll down vertebra by vertebra as you bring your left arm down and turn your head to your right, away from the moving arm. Continue to move like that up and down in a very steady fashion. Try to keep the movement smooth and connected to your breath. And after you do an even number on both sides, come on down, hug your knees to the chest and circle them away from each other a couple of times. And then little by little extend your legs down. Make your way into a comfortable resting position of your choice. You can keep your legs straight, or you can bend your knees and rest them against each other, whatever feels most appropriate to you right now. Get yourself situated. Once your body feels settled, bring your attention to your breath. Take your time to inhale. And then exhale very, very slowly, letting the air out. Make sure you finish exhaling completely. Linger for a moment at the end. And then begin to inhale. Continue to breathe like that. Relaxed, comfortable inhalation. Long, complete exhalation, with a slight pause at the end. As you continue to breathe like that, go ahead and bring your attention to the back of your body that's in contact with the floor right now. Particularly your upper back, some part of your lower back, maybe the backs of your legs, like your calves. So first notice the parts of your body that are in contact with the ground. Sense them. And then expand your awareness to the entire back surface of your body. The back of the head, the back of the neck, upper, middle, lower back, buttocks, backs of the legs where hamstrings are, calves, backs of the ankles, heels. Continue to breathe steadily and stay aware of the back surface of your body. The back surface that usually has to work hard to keep you upright throughout the day. The back surface that can also get weak from underuse if you sit a lot. The back of the body that we worked with today. And And right now it's time for the back surface of your body to relax and soften. So with every exhalation, imagine the back of your body relaxing, softening, melting. Letting go of all effort. If you find some parts of your back that don't relax as willingly, bring your attention there. Direct your exhalation there as if, and encourage it once again to relax. Try to soften those muscles. Try to release and let go. Make sure that your exhalation stays long and complete. Treat every exhalation as an invitation to soften and relax a bit more. Take a couple more full deep breaths here. Little by little, begin to move your body here and there. And then at your own pace, roll onto your side and transition up into a comfortable seated position of your choice. Get settled there. With the next inhalation, sweep your arms out and up, reach up high. And as you exhale, bring your palms together in front of your chest, resting your thumbs against your breastbone. Stay here. Continue to breathe steadily. And as you do, take a moment to notice the sensations in the back of your body, the back of your neck, upper, middle, lower back. Notice if there's any increased awareness there, maybe increased circulation or sensation, whatever you might be experiencing there. Take a couple more breaths like that, staying aware
of those sensations. Notice how you feel overall. And thank you for joining me today. Namaste.